Hello, we have breaking news. I'm very tired. I did go for a hike tonight, but we're going to try to make a longer video tomorrow about this. But there's been another incident on the Ronkonkoma line, another Ronkonkoma line disaster, as I'm going to call it right now. We have service suspended on the Ronkonkoma line east of Farmingdale. A vehicle was struck by a train. Trains are terminating east, and bus service is in place. At least they do have bus service, substitute bus service in effect. And all these trains that are normally would go to Ronkonkoma are originating out of Farmingdale. All right, so it's a big mess, and I'm noticing something on the trains here. Let's go ahead and look at this here for a moment. These trains are not moving. These trains have been stuck here for a very long time. This train here at Bethpage was supposed to leave Bethpage at 11:24, and that train is still sitting there. And then we have another train also being delayed here on the that is supposed to leave Hicksville at 11:44. It's 12:03 right now. So major problems on the Ronkonkoma line. I don't know why these trains. I mean, they're turning trains at Farmingdale. There may be another problem happening. I don't know, but the main line having a ton of problems today. Just a ton. Earlier, there were signal problems at Jamaica that were affecting every train going through Jamaica. There was a bunch of cancellations, but of course, they did wind up reinstating trains on the Babylon branch only because they're important. Other than that, it's a big mess. And so let's go to the News 12 story. And first, I'm going to show you where this happened at. This happened at Little East Neck Road and Long Island Avenue. Yes, right by the area they want to build that industrial park. Imagine if they build this thing. It's going to make things even worse. So this is where it happened, right here. You know, there's always horrible things going on. This wasn't that far from the other bad accident that happened that time I was stranded in Deer Park. The same, not too far from here. It's another fiery crash in this spot. It's dangerous over here. You cannot be building an industrial park here. The amount of traffic that would go through would just be very dangerous. All right. But anyway, this is where it happened. It seems like it's always this area. It does seem like the Pine Barrens on Long Island seem to be cursed or just have incredibly bad luck, and just terrible things always wind up happening in the Pine Barrens. But let's play this story here.
Right now on News 12, new details about this fiery crash on the tracks in Suffolk. We're learning about who was injured, and we're hearing from those who were on board as it happened. And just take a look at this video here from the scene on that collision in Wyandanch.
Yeah, you can see flames just shooting from the front of the train. It happened just east of Pinelawn Station. And tonight we're hearing from the passengers.
News 12's Daniela Rodriguez
Pinelawn
is
again.
on scene. And Daniela, you have an update from the MTA now.
Yeah, Joe Antoinette, that update is the MTA now telling News 12 that 40 people were on board this eastbound Ronkonkoma train when it struck a car at the Little East Neck Road crossing just east of the Pinelawn station Monday evening. 3 people were injured. 1 person was treated at the scene. 2 others were taken to a local hospital. But for everyone here, it was a hectic and emotional night, and it really was a miracle that no one died.
So I just thought the worst.
No one in the
Erica
car
Chica
died?
says she was on the phone with her sister Monday evening as she
they
was
fled
riding
the
the
car.
train home to Central Islip when she says there was a fire and the call suddenly
that.
dropped.
As soon as she said that, we heard a loud bang. And then my other sister, my cousin went across the living room and they heard it too. And then we heard people screaming.
Nearly half an hour later, the sisters were reunited and the one on the train made it out safely. But they were not the only ones caught up in the mess. Ryan Curie and Mike Cronin say their original trains were canceled, so they hopped on the Ronkonkoma line to get home as quickly as possible. They say their car was mostly empty until the train suddenly stopped and they knew something was wrong.
We peeked our heads towards the front and we started to smell gas. So we just started walking towards the back.
Jeez.
2 minutes later, I seen the conductor run by, and I went to someone that was sitting there. I said, "Oh, that's not good."
So how are you going to get home tonight?
I guess a bus is coming. I don't know.
Okay. All right. Well,
Still trying to
They
figure
did.
it out.
They did do the right thing and get buses though this time. At least they did the right thing with that.
And that bus did show up not too long after all the passengers were taken off this train. The MTA says service here is suspended as overnight repair efforts
They're
are
trying
now
to get it
underway. As for your morning
fixed by
commute,
the
though,
morning.
be sure to check your MTA train
My
time
advice,
app
take the
because
Babylon
this can
branch.
impact your commute in the morning. In Wyandotte, Suffolk County, Daniela Rodriguez, News 12.
And you can tell the snobs in Babylon Village where to stick it when it comes to their parking rules, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, so that's where it happened. Let's see. Channel 7 also covered it. Probably not as well, but let's see.
Also breaking right now, a Long Island Railroad
only
train
39
slamming
seconds.
into a car
Really?
on the track.
That's pathetic. All right, well, at least News 12 did a good job with this. So, again, this is where it happened, right here. Right here in this spot. Yep. The woods are over there. And, yeah, they want to build an industrial park here. Right. Starting to sound like Dr. Evil there. But, yeah, it's ridiculous. So this is not a spot you want to... It's already enough traffic. This is a dangerous grade crossing. It really is. It's freaking believable. This whole stretch through Pinelawn. It's dark here too, so we don't know how the car wound up on the tracks or anything like that. There's very little street lighting over here, but hopefully we'll have some more details tomorrow. But at least News 12, yeah, they did cover this. They did a good job with it. And, of course, other things happened, too. Woman was stabbed, and it's twice Sunday night in Farmingdale. So just more problems in the middle of the island here. Delays on cancellations on multiple LIRR branches. This was around 7:26. But there was switch trouble in Jamaica. This was the other thing that happened, too. Around 4 p.m. So, yeah. It's what a mess. What a mess it is. So, anyway, that's what I got for you right now. If nobody died, it is a miracle. But that fire looked pretty bad. Let me tell you, there's something needs to be done about this Ronkonkoma line going through here. They need better street lighting. I don't know what the answer is at this point. The real answer is eliminating these grade crossings. That's the real answer. But I don't see that happening anytime soon. So that's it.